All right, guys, so here is the next project for Redneck Manufacturing. This is for a customer. I'm not sure what you call this. I think it's a Le Mans body for a go-kart. And as you can see, it had some decals on there: Escort, radar warning receivers, TA radials, BF Goodrich, Bosch, the number 68. Probably had some warning decals there and there, like wear your seatbelt, wear eye protection, that kind of stuff. Bilstein, Earls, BBS, not sure what that is. BF Goodrich on the front, and that TA radials there. Looks like there may have been a number right there and some other stuff, some headlights. And if you look real close right here, we have a lot of scratches. So we got to give that some attention there before we get it painted. The body is in pretty good shape. There was one area right here. The owner said maybe the chain popped off and tore up the fiberglass. So he went ahead and put an aluminum patch on there. I think I'm going to leave that aluminum patch on there and not paint it, just to give it a little bit of character. So on the back wing, you can see where it said BF Goodrich, and on the back, I think we had some decals on, maybe some red decals for brake lights, and I'm not sure what was on there. A little bit of damage here, but it's pretty smooth. But the whole thing's going to get sanded. Got the sander over there on the workbench. We're going to throw some manual sanding into it, as well as mechanical sanding, just to scuff it up so I can get it ready for some primer. The customer wants it painted up black and orange with a Harley Davidson logo. It's going to be for his grandkids, so he wants the owner's name, himself, and the grandkids listed on there somehow. So we're not sure of the decal or the paint scheme yet, but as we go along, we'll bring you with us. All right, guys, this is what about 3 hours of sanding looks like. Don't look like much. Should look a little different. I didn't dust it off yet, so you can still see the dust on there. But yeah, we've been sanding on her now for about, I'll say 2.5 hours. And I think I got her just about ready to wipe her down with some acetone and go get me some primer and get shooting. All right, guys, we're going to grab the extreme flashlight and check out the body work. A couple little dings there on the front. Everything else looks pretty good. One thing that the primer did bring out were the stress cracks in the gel coat. Little thing there. A couple little dings along there. Everything else looks pretty good. We do have some delamination right there. Probably have to put a little time into that. Looks like I need to sand some corners again. It looks like I may have pointed that corner a little bit. So overall, not too bad. The extreme flashlight lighting it up for us so we can look to see if we got any imperfections. So primer is on. Next step, paint. Well, guys, here it is. This is the Le Mans body. And as you can see, the first layer of primer, and probably the only layer, I don't think I have to hit it with any more. The first layer of primer is on. After we shot the primer, we went ahead and filled all the nicks and dings that we could find. And after we filled those, then we shot that area again, which gave us a little bit of overspray. So I just took some steel wool, and as you can see right here, hopefully you can see the dust there. There it went. You know, we steel wooled the body, and now we're getting ready for some paint. I think we're going to do orange. And I think we're going to do the same color orange that we have on the wheels here. That was a can of safety yellow, a can of safety red mixed together. That gave me a pretty neat looking orange. 1-to-1 mix. So if you guys are looking for a Bobcat orange, Rust-Oleum safety yellow and Rust-Oleum safety red. Mix them together 1-to-1 and shoot it. So we're going to paint it orange, then we're going to mark it out, stripe it with some black stripes. Then we're going to do the windshield in probably a gray or a flat black. The rest of it will be gloss black. Not sure how that's going to work out, and then we'll tape it off with some silver, letter it up with some Harley decals, some names, and see where we can go from there. All right, guys, the first coat of orange was put on here about 3 days ago. I had to wet sand it out, and this is actually the second coat of orange. The windshield is painted silver, and I had cut the tape around the windshield, so hopefully when I peel that painter's tape off, it doesn't peel that silver off. I did get one bug in the paint after we were done and walked away. I also have a couple of areas that need a little more attention. Back here on the back, I actually sanded through the primer and into the gel coat to get some of the scratches out. And if you look real close, you can see where you can see through the paint there. So I need another heavier coat on the back here. But all in all, it looks real good. The customer wants Harley Davidson. So I laid out a couple of decal schemes on my computer, and we'll go inside right now and look at that. All right, guys, so as I mentioned out in the garage, we do have two different paint schemes. These are not to scale, they're not finished. Just trying to get some ideas for what to do here. So this would be the side. This would be the front. I'm leaning more towards this design here, just because this is too hard to do with vinyl. I would have to paint that. And then the back, this would be black on white, or white on black, and then this would be black on black. And there are a few other decals that I want to add, maybe like Michigan tires or something there. So we have two different schemes that we're working on, and I am leaning towards this side here. All right, guys, this is what it looks like before the decals go on. And with that, I'll take you over here. We'll show you the first decal that's going to go on. And it is so intricate that I had to cut the decal apart. So that's actually going to go together like that, but in order to get it on the car, and I'll show you why, this piece right here is going to have to flex up and over, and that's going to shorten that up. So there's a lot of curves on this, and I can't put both of them on at the same time. That center stripe is going to come right up through here, and this curve right here is going to put me into a fit. So first step, get that first centerpiece on. All right, guys, here we are rocking out to some Nickelback. We got the stripes on the front, we got the headlights on the front, we got the Harley logo on the side here, and we have what's going to be the brake lights and turn signals here. So that's all we got done tonight, and we're going to call it a night. Next thing we're going to do is warm up some vinyl and throw this stripe up here, back there, and run that stripe all the way through as well. So that's going to be our next step, coming together. Let me know in a comment below what you think. All right, guys, here is the finished product. So we went from a scratched up white body to a primered body to an orange body to a lettered body. That's the gentleman's last name. If you guys see anything that it's missing, I know a lot of guys are probably into Le Mans racing, and tried to match what they had, the number at the back, the stripe, the number on the fender. I know they have a lot more advertising than this, but the gentleman just wanted Harley Davidson. So there it is. We went from a scratched up white body to a primered body to an orange body, and now it is lettered. Let me know in a comment below what you guys think of that.